Alright, if you've been following my fuel pump drama over the last 6 months, I had the original fuel lift pump, failed over Thanksgiving holiday weekend. We were motoring out to Catalina, stopped working midway. I have a video that covers that. Fortunately, I had a spare on board, installed the spare out at sea, but the fuel connector on the bottom of the pump has been leaking, and I tried to fix it with Teflon tape, the yellow gas line type. That didn't work. When I got back to the port, I learned that the wrong fitting type was in use on the previous lift pump, and I'm supposed to be using a tapered thread. So I bought the new fitting and torqued it down, and that one also leaks. So I don't want to use Teflon tape. This time I'm going to pull the pump, and I ground down a 1/2-inch wrench to hopefully solve the clearance issues on the aft facing nut and allow me to get more than about a 1/16 of a turn. I've had success using this Permatex hydraulic thread sealant on my steering lines, so I'm going to try this on the fuel line. But to properly prep the threads, since they're already contaminated with fuel, I'm going to use this Permatex surface prep that is recommended prior to using the sealant. And then this stuff sets just like a thread locker. It's anaerobic. So I'll torque it all in place and let it sit for a day or two before I recharge the line with fuel. Alright, I got the pump dismantled. When I changed this out at sea and the wrong fitting was in use, I couldn't stop the leaking, so I used yellow gas line Teflon tape to slow it to a drip. And now that I've dismantled it, I see I've got some bits of Teflon along the threads, and a little bit of that debris found its way inside the pump. It's actually inside that elbow. I already removed the other side. It's a cast piece. It's drilled out, so I can't actually get in there. So I'm going to try to find some small needle nose pliers or something to pick out the floaters. Alright, several weeks have passed, including a trip out to the island and back. And we're good now. No leaks. The fuel valve has been left open. I am completely dry. So the thread sealer did its job. Next up, I need to clean up the engine. I got a lot of oil around the block, and I don't think I have a bad seal. Went around and discovered that a bunch of the rocker cover screws were just a little loose. So I've tightened those down just with a screwdriver, hand tight. That appears to have solved the leaking on the starboard side of the engine. Now I just got to go around with some engine cleaner and some rags, clean all the oil off, and confirm no leaks.